Continuing, Pia, Orphans Chapter 27. Bernice put up a trembling hand to her temple and started to say something else, but her mouth twisted and she dropped the knife just before her foot. It fell to the floor, the sharp blades gouging the blank surface before cluttering over on the handle. Bernice's arm went limp and hung at her side, useless. Then she fell to her knees and made a muffled sound like the grunt of a burrowing animal. Pia picked up the knife and handed it to Finn. He regarded her with a worried look while Rebecca stood behind him, staring and about to cry. She seemed scared yet fascinated, like she wanted to leave but couldn't. Pia wanted to explain what was going on, but there wasn't time. Does your head hurt? She asked Bernice. Bernice nodded, fear burning in her bloodshot eyes. She grimaced and spittle oozed from one side of her mouth. Then she slumped to the floor, curling up on one side. Tell me what you did with my brothers, and I send Rebecca to get help, Pia said. Straining with the effort, Bernice turned her head to gaze up at her. Her face nodded with determination. The fight hasn't left her yet. I put him on a train, she mumbled, an orphan's train. Pia cursed under her breath for the first time ever. She prayed Bernice was lying again, otherwise she had never found Ollie and Max. Where was the train going? Don't remember, Bernice said. A cruel smile twisted across her face. It was in a ledger. I don't believe you, Pia said. Bernice clenched her jaws and squeezed her eyes shut in agony. Tell me where they are, Pia said, or we won't get a doctor. I'm not telling you anything, Bernice said. I'm ready to die. I've been waiting years to be with my son, my precious Wallace. Pia went rigid as if the air had frozen in her lungs. Bernice wanted to die. She wasn't going to tell her anything. The rush of panic returned, plowing through Pia at full force. How could she frighten someone who had nothing to lose? Maybe I should get help, Rebecca said. Bernice opened her eyes and glared at her. Blood ran one lower lid. No, she croaked. I want to go. Pia didn't know what to do. If Bernice wanted to die, threatening her to let her was pointless. She had to try something else. She shouted over her shoulder at Finn and Rebecca. Go tell the police a woman needs to go to the hospital right now. Tell them to send for an ambulance. I go, Finn said. His heavy footsteps pounded across the floor, and he hurried out of the apartment. Pia knelt over Bernice, pushing her face close to hers. Rebecca saw Ollie and Max with an older couple. Who are they? Your parents? Do they live in this building? Where are the twins? If you don't tell me, I won't let you die. Finn went to get the police to take you to the hospital. The doctors will keep you alive, but you'll never talk or move again. Tell me the truth, or you're not going to be with your son for a long time. Pia, Rebecca said in a gentle voice, you don't know for sure those babies were your brothers. Pia turned and glared at her. Pain and frustration burned in her eyes. A miserable clutch of fear settled in her stomach. If Bernice died, all will be lost. She was the only person on earth who knew where to find Ollie and Max. Yes, I do, she said. It was them. Had to be. You said yourself they look like twins. She took them and she going to tell me where they are. Then she looked back at Bernice, fighting the urge to strangle the last bit of life out of her. But it was too late. Bernice was already dead. And I'll be back, y'all.